All right. This is the coffee music tag. The good gentleman from Off the Record tagged everybody, all of his subscribers, aka I'm one of them, to do the coffee music tag for a series of records that he came up with. So they're all coffee themed, which is pretty cool. Dope. What's the word they use now? I don't know. I picked some records. I went through the list, and so let's get right to it. Okay, so first was Espresso, and it's an album that comes with a lot of energy. I picked Frameworks, their full-length debut on Top Shelf Records, Loom. Very fun, enjoyable listen, very balls to the walls the entire time. It's on Translucent Purple. It's got like 3 presses, and I don't even think like the first one's ever sold out. Still a great album, clear purple, pretty fun to listen to. There's that one. The second one was Black Coffee, and it was for an album that has a strong fan base but was hard to get into. For me, I just picked the new Kendrick Lamar album. I didn't like it at first. It was really like, I don't really understand why it's such a big deal, and then I listened to it a couple more times. I got more familiar with the topics he was covering, and was like, this is really good. So, Kendrick Lamar. It's on the standard 180 gram. It's not that really. Third is Hot Chocolate, and it's an album about your youth, or not about it, but reminds me of your youth. I picked Dave Matthews Band, Remember Two Things. So it was my first exposure to the band, the song Ants Marching, from this specific version, the live one. It's out of like 20,000 copies, I think this one is, and it's number 856. But yeah, it's every time I listen to it, I am brought back to fond memories of my youth. So, Dave Matthews Band, Remember Two Things. Number 4 was Starbucks, which is a popular album, very seen everywhere. I picked Is This It by The Strokes. You're probably not going to go to a record store and not see this, I think, nowadays. To the point where everybody has it who collects records, because it's really good. I mean, it's not that it's not bad. A lot of people own it because of its quality of music, and blame them. It's really, really great. Number 5 is Dark Roast. I picked... Oh, well, I should explain it. Number 5 is Dark Roast, and it's an album with a dark theme or concept to it. I picked Wildlife by La Dispute. This is the newest pressing of it. It's on Translucent Purple double LP. A lot of the topics are about death and, suicide and drive-by shootings. There's the pressing. Drive-by shootings, mental breakdowns, a restoration of a church. A lot of heavy topics discussed throughout the whole thing, and the music is just a backdrop to the lyrics itself. So it's a very great listen if you're into that kind of stuff. But yeah, Dark Roast. Number 6 is Local. I picked 2 for this one just because one was actually a local band in Lansing. I'm from Michigan. Dads, they now live in Grand Ledge, Michigan. Ironically, the first track is Grand Edge. I think they're broken up from what I saw, or something like that. But this was on the Translucent Blue. I prefer this album over the first one, just cause I don't know. I prefer the sound of it. But yeah, they're from Lansing. Great tunes. Great duo. I also picked Sufjan Stevens' Michigan album just cause it's all about Great Lake State. So there's that one. Check it out. Really great listen. Number 7 is Decaf. I picked Touche Amore's Is Survived By. Not that I didn't like it that much. It's more of that I expected a lot more. Because I did enjoy Parting the Sea. But this one is just like, I don't know. I just didn't really have a great fond taking to it. The pressing's really cool. Like this opaque marble blue. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are going to disagree with me, I think, on that one. I just decided to pick this one because out of all the records I have, I think this was the one I was most disappointed with. Number 8 was The Usual. I picked Into It Over It's Intersections. Definitely one of my favorite albums of all time. I picked it because I listened to it the most out of all the records I own. It's the orange and black splash variant. It's my second copy because the first one I listened to it so much it was starting to sound pretty bad. So I picked up another copy just to have it, so I knew I was gonna have a good copy at all times. And so I'm listening to this like at least a couple times a week, like I said, I think, and definitely my most played record. And number nine is T, and it's album to fall asleep to. I picked the Nationals' High Violet. There's a lot of songs that are high energy on this album for sure, but definitely I do fall asleep to Vanderlyle, Cry Baby Geeks. Great song, great album, great ending to the album. Another one of my favorite albums for sure, but definitely a good album to fall asleep to because his voice is just so soothing. I don't think anybody would disagree with me on that one, but if you do, then I'm sorry. But yeah, number 10 was to tag somebody, so I'm gonna tag Anthony Fantano, Antoine Fandango. I'm gonna tag Cameron Bash, and I'm gonna tag anybody who's watching this who owns a record collection and feels the need to partake with this fun little video thing. So yeah, there's part of my record collection. Yeah, woo. So yeah, thanks for watching, and